We are so excited to roll out the GoGuardian Parent app as a tool for you as a parent to partner with us in protecting our students when using technology, as well as helping them develop healthy relationships with the technology around them. Now, just a little bit of background. GoGuardian is the program we use in our classrooms so that teachers can monitor student screens, increase engagement and interactivity, as well as allow us to add extra filtering and protections on top of our firewall and other tools that we have in place. Now, the Parent app partners alongside of that and gives you the ability to monitor your students' internet activity throughout the day while on a school device or using their school Google account on other devices. And then after school hours allows you to add additional filters and protections, screen time limits, or to just shut the internet off completely when either using the school account or a school device. I want to give you a brief overview of how the app works, and then if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, Buck Baskin, Director of Technology in Sunnyvale ISD at buck.baskin@sunnyvaleisd.com. So when you download the app, the icon will look like this, and this is on Android or iOS. It's available for both platforms, and you should have the link or QR code on the document handed to you when you picked up your student's school computer. Now, the first page is just a summary where you can see their internet activity in the last day, 7 days, 14 days, or 30 days. You'll also see a drop down below that summary where you can toggle between the kids in your home. If you are not seeing the kids in your home, it probably means there has something to do with the way that you registered and the report that I ran. So just reach out to me and we will get things squared away and make sure that you're seeing all the kids in your home that are raters here that you're wanting to monitor and or filter. And so you can see this, you can scroll down and see the number of visits and the sites that they're visiting and things of that nature. The next tab is the Activity tab. Now this is where you get a detailed view of where they went, what they did, and how they did it. You may notice some things that are blocked. If you ever have a question about what was accessed and blocked per our school policy, please feel free to reach out because I know that can be a concerning statement to see. So for example, gmail.com was blocked. This is because we were preparing for the school year and adjusting our internet filters, and some extra things got blocked that we didn't expect. So if you ever have a concern or a question, please reach out to us and we will be happy to help. And this again, you can see this internet activity at all times that they are on their school Google account. Now, one thing I will make you aware of is that if you are wanting to try to utilize this to monitor their activity on a personal device, there are ways that students will load different Google accounts outside of their school Google account and then switch out of them. Now, on a school device, that is impossible. On school devices, they are only allowed to log into their school Google account. So that's not a problem. However, on a personal device, that could happen. So I share that so you understand the limitations that this can have on a personal device, but also to tell you, if you know you've got these filters on and you notice interesting patterns where there's huge gaps in time, weird behaviors, that might be a possibility. The other thing, and as always, if you ever have questions or concerns, reach out to me. If you want to try to understand what's going on, you think there might be something else happening, or you're just trying to learn some strategies to better protect your child and talk to them about technology, I'm always happy to help. So reach out anytime. We can meet face-to-face, talk over the phone, or have an email thread. Now, next is the filters. So again, this is outside of school hours. So we have school hours set for our school hours within the program, because while we don't ever want to limit your control of the parent, there might be things where we run into issues where things get filtered that we need for instruction, and it's just smoother this way. So, and trust me, we have lots of filters and protections. We pretty much limit it down to only being able to do the things that they can do in the classroom. But if you wanted to, outside of school hours, you can add extra websites. So you just click Add Website at the bottom, and then you just type in the website or URL. This could be gaming sites, other platforms or things like that you've noticed in the internet activity that for some reason we aren't blocking, or that isn't getting caught, and you can add it. You can also reach out to me if there's one you add that you think we should add. I'm always happy for feedback and help, because again, I see this as a partnership of us helping our readers to grow in this area together. So feel free to reach out and ask questions. This could also include things like, I know, for example, we have some educational games we play, and the kids really like them, and there's learning that happens, but then outside can be a problem because then they just kind of see it as a game. So if you want to block those, again, you can do that. It doesn't affect school at all. So you as a parent, you're in control of that, can do that. The other thing you can do is you can set time limits. So maybe you do allow some screen time in your home, or you know they're doing homework, but you know they should finish at a certain time and you want to make sure that they stay on task. You can do that, and you can create schedules by day, start times, end times, and you can create multiple offline schedules. And what this does is this pauses the internet, so that if they're on their school Google account, the internet doesn't work, or again, if they're on their school device, the internet will not work. And so they can't get online at all. So another good way that this might be beneficial would be if you are someone who does not want your student to use technology at home, and I'll talk about some strategies in there in a second. Safeguard, just set it to where after they get home, the internet doesn't work until they get back to school, okay? And if you need help with that, again, reach out. And so that's something that you can do, and you're fully allowed to do that. Again, we've handed every student in 6th through 12th grade a device because for homework reasons, assessment reasons, a lot of other reasons, it's beneficial, but we also understand possibly some of your concerns. And so this is something you can do. The internet won't work at all outside of school if you so choose to do that. And we've had parents do that. Now, the other thing, just to make sure that it's clear, we hand every student a device because we don't want our teachers or our students to be limited in their learning opportunities, whether that's access to homework and study resources at home, instructional activities and engaging activities, interactive lessons, and things of that nature. But we are not like super pro technology. We always tell our teachers we prefer paper-based and interactivity and small group discussion and classroom discussion whenever possible. But having the technology there just allows us to be ready and prepared for whatever the case may be, which is the other reason why we wanted to put this tool in your hands, so that if you have those same feelings of not liking technology, not wanting the technology, we as the district and the educational instructional environment can have those benefits, but you as a parent can shut it off after they get home. Now, other things you can do is, and this is what we do, say, hey, the device, when it gets home, I need it out of your backpack, it's going to this place, and it's going to stay there for charging. Some people have gone as far as do a lockbox, or like we've done, we've just stuck it in our room or closet, because I know sometimes students, depending on how much they struggle with it or other scenarios, they might try to get around those barriers. So those things you're fine to do. Say, hey, when you get in the door, here's what you do. We're taking this from you. It's not yours until you go back to school. Weekends, it's ours. That is fine. Just because it's been issued to them does not mean that they have some extra rights that we're trying to give them beyond your parental controls and expectations and wishes. So again, if you have any questions, please feel reach out to me. If you need strategies and help and tips, whether this is related to school technology, GoGuardian parent, or their phones and just other questions, I'm happy to help. I'm not always the expert, but I'll be a listening ear. I'll tell you what I know, and what I don't know, I'll go try to research and find some answers for you and some more supports. Thank you for all you do and how you are partnering with us to support and protect our Raiders.